Hello, welcome to Ruben Reviews. It's Wednesday, so it's time for a video. This is the #1 review channel, so obviously watch for the graphics. There we go, can't beat that. Right, let me show you today's little gem. A lot of the tools I buy are because I need them. I work all the time. I've always done different jobs and different bits and pieces. So sometimes I need to have stuff, and I'll review them. I'll give quite an honest review of them tools, and if they're any good, I'll say they're good, and if they're not, I'll give them an old thumbs down, crap. Today, it's not quite the same. This is something that I've kind of had in the old basket, the Amazon basket, for a while. It's not an essential item, but it's going to be a handy thing. They'll probably use this once a month, but it's going to come in handy. Let me show you. This is the Top Don BT200 battery tester, 12 and 24 volt for cars, trucks and boats. I have got the starter pack, the Top Don starter pack, and I've done a review on that. It's mega. Most of this Top Don stuff is really good. There are the ratings there. I think this was 36 or 46 quid. What I've got this is because when you get a dead cell or a dead battery, it's really hard to detect. This thing does a battery test, so that'll tell us the state of the batteries, and what if they should give us a reading on, if the batteries are any good, and if there's a cell down. It also gives you a cranking test, which is quite important. That's to determine whether the battery's the battery might read with 12 volts, but then you crank it over and that ends up dropping. So, and a charging test, so you can have this on when, say, the Jenny's running or something else is running, and that'll give you an idea of how much voltage it's putting out. And what I like about it is it says simple and easy to use, accurate results in seconds, reverse connection protection, overload voltage protection, and loose LED indication. The simple to use bit is the easiest bit for me. So comes in a box, which is handy. I think this is about 36 or 46 quid, if memory serves, off the old Jungle website. There she is. Very similar to the charging unit, pretty robust, this Top Don stuff. It's got 2 leads there. They're actually longer than the charging ones, which is a good thing. Let me get an old battery out and we'll see how it works. There's the instruction manuals. That don't look simple to use. That looks pretty comprehensive. That looks a bit complicated for me. Oh, mind you, it's in about 1 million languages, so right. Obviously we don't want to use instructions because I'm a man. I don't want to look at that. Let's just get a battery out. Okay, I just connected that battery up, standard, and this doesn't require any batteries, so this is just your screen here. It says battery test, cranking test, charging test, review data, language, about. So I'm going to do the battery test, press the regular flooded, so it's done a test, run that through. Bad cell, replace, health 0, charge 100%, 13 volts, but it's coming up as a bad cell. So that basically is mainly what I would be using it for. So let's see if we've got a cranking test on that. Do one of them. Oh, it ain't gonna do that because we're not on a bloody engine, are we? So it's not drawing. So yeah, basically what problem I was having with some the lead acid batteries before we went on to lithiums is, as soon as you lose a cell, the whole bank goes down, and it's really hard to test which one. Review data. So still saying bad cell, even though it's charged up 100%. You can get these with a like a print out. So if you were doing it for a living, you'd have a little printer on the back of these, and that would actually print out your battery health. So if you were selling second-hand batteries, say, you could do it like that. But that's pretty quick. See if we can find something else to put it on. Here we go on the little Panda. This is a relatively new battery, so I'm expecting this to be 100%. Regularly flooded. There we go. Simple as that. Just press them buttons. Test setting. Good battery. Health 100%. All good. That is the perfect tool for me. Easy to use, self-explanatory, no big fussy divvy crappy things that you can't work out unless you've got a degree. That is going to save me a lot of messing around and time. If we've got a battery on something and we know it's, sometimes things go flat here because of the weather. We're now coming up to winter, so we're going to get a lot of cold weather in, and that kills the batteries. If I know they just need charging, they're worth taking off and charging. If I know there's a dead cell or they've got no cranking power, then they can go in the bin. So that's a big thumbs up from me. Top Don, like the products. Can't wait till you sponsor my channel and I can get free gear off you, because I'd like to be sponsored by Top Don, well, and DeWalt and Makita and all the rest of them. But for now, thanks for watching the video. You know the score. If you think this is a load of old crap and you can't stick the channel, check out Eco Gypsy. That's my other channel. You might find that a bit more interesting. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.